right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? We are live. It is a Monday, and I am happy to be here. Past all of the online threats and different things like that, I'm happy that and let me hear we can put this out here from last night. I get threats all the time on social media, so um, and I would say maybe the first two threats I start publishing them on social media. So I don't do that anymore because honestly,
Just gives them attention.
yeah. So
Yeah, we don't want
and on the last one that I got, well, not the last one I got, but the last one I published publicly, Sean Hannity was like, you need get the FBI, involved and different things like that. So I learned from that a long time ago, and that's why I don't publish those things. But there are a lot of sick people out here. There are a lot of sick people. There are a lot of sick people, and if you can't go along or you can't accept what they are saying or their mindset, then then you're the enemy. And when you start threatening me, that's one thing. When you start threatening members of the family and stuff, and you don't even know them, but you can be keyboard terrorists and different things like that. That is where Twitter and Facebook and a lot of the major platforms have allowed it to happen. Because if you look at their model, and I'm sorry, welcome to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm Wayne Dupree, Leah Bella, Brian Smith.
share the show.
The reason why these people are allowed to get away with it is because the social media platforms are built for resistance
Cowards.
against, especially us, or is built for resistance against what we speak about. They hide our support, but they promote the hate and the trolling about what we believe in. So they inundate us with so much of the negativity while keeping so much of the people that support us away from us. They're basically saying, okay, you're not breaking any rules, but you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit sooner or later, and you just get tired of it. Now, some people on our side go the extra route and they just go nuts and they say whatever they want to do and then they get banned. Well, there's one thing that we say on the show is you can't change lies if you're not in the game, right? So
Right. And that's how you make empires fall. You pit one another against each other. You don't put out the information that's true. And that's what big tech's trying to do.
Yeah.
And they're winning.
Yeah, Brian knows about this he's seen and heard about this for a long time, for years, about all of the threats and stuff. And the way that these people do it, man. But some of them are stupid. Some of them are stupid because some people will leave their email address and their name. But when it comes to Twitter, it's almost it's almost like it's a Section 230 for the people that hate us.
Well, it's free reign.
Yeah. It's almost like the people that hate us and troll us are covered under Section 230 because, well, unless you can really find out and pinpoint where they are, because like I said, some people are stupid. They'll leave their name and their and their stuff like that. But it's hard to go after some of these people, And
you got the Jack Dorseys and you got the Zuckerbergs of the world, of these platforms, and they actually embrace and embolden those who come after us. So they nurture, they embolden, and they make those out there that are enraged and anger and full of hate and venom. They make them even worse.
It's because Mark Zuckerberg
computer then it's exponentially worse because you don't see my face. I can do whatever I want. I'm hidden, and nobody's coming for me.
Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey are the brainchild of that. That is what they represent. So that is why they're okay with that. That's who pretty much gave birth to these people, technically speaking. These are their children and they love it. They love that this cult-like indoctrination is happening. They're loving it that they're attacking you, Wayne. That's what Zuckerberg and Dorsey's all about, because if they didn't like it, those people would be blocked.
And like minds, Barack Obama, Democrat Party, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all of them, like minds, they're cool with the way the internet's set up right now. They're totally fine. Other than the fact that we have somewhat of a voice at this point in time, that's the only thing that they don't like. Dissent, right. Disagreement, a different thing of an opinion. They're going to slowly choke that.
And you have to keep something in mind. Mark and Jack have made millions of dollars hiding behind their computer screens.
Billions.
Yeah, billions. That's true.
Yeah,
that's why it's so simple for them.
So, I'm honestly, I want to thank a lot of people. A lot of people reached out to me. People that I might have that I felt maybe have forgotten. They showed up on the phone, and you all right, man? You all right? I even had somebody on Instagram like, you need some security. I got you.
I got security. It's called God.
Yeah,
I'm good.
The thing, and then we'll get to the show.
It's called Colt 45.
The thing is, y'all, we've been in battle. We've been in war before, right, Brian? So, I mean, it's not. Somebody on social media really isn't all that. Now, you come to my door, then I'm going to show you why you.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. Social media is one thing, but I was on the radio for 10 years, and I actually had a truck driver drive right to my broadcasting station and wait for me outside. So a little different than just keyboard warriors when you actually have someone right there, and the police have to escort you to your car because the truck driver, he drove a massive, big, huge truck, and he had parked it right outside my broadcasting studio and said some real bad sexual things to me via email and then phone. This was before, I think there was still MySpace, but that was for younger kids. He didn't have that. But yeah, when you see him face to face, it gets even more real.
Yeah.
Don't show up here. I'm just telling you. my kids are trained. They may shoot before I do. My wife is trained. I'm just saying, don't come here.
Let me make sure to check your levels, Brian, because it seems like
it is hard to hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now testing 1, 2, 3. As I come in from the underground bunker, I am deep in.
Oh, you deep this morning.
Deep in the earth, at least one level down, protected by concrete walls. So I like it. Nice and protected.
Okay, there we go.
That sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Yep. People are saying, they can hear him. So there you go.
All right. Real quick. We want. Real quick. We want to get you updated on some news. As of this morning, the federal judge has dismissed Sidney Powell's lawsuit, and that was hours after her Michigan court case was dismissed. Doesn't mean that anything is over. Doesn't mean that okay. And I feel crazy that I have to quantify that like that. But it seems like now I hear that some things have been already filed with the Supreme Court.
Yeah, yes. In Pennsylvania.
Yes, there are 2 that are going to the Supreme Court again. Like I think Leah just mentioned, the one with the Supreme Court, Pennsylvania. But both of them, I'm under the impression that they're going to the Supreme Court under the notion that judges can't make law. That's pretty much what.
Correct. It is. So, which means the mail-in ballots will all be thrown out and won't count.
Right. Every one of them.
Every single one of them.
Across
And it
the
should be.
country. Technically, across the country, all of them. Right.
Let me first off, let me jump to this because we would not be, well, actually we would be here, but we would not be here without this terrific sponsor. This morning, this show is being sponsored by My Pillow. My Pillow, Mr. Mike Lindell has put forth the sponsorship of the show, and we really appreciate it. Many of you have already called in and gotten your
thank you.
orders in, and they have let us know that y'all are doing a real good job, and they're trying to get all of your orders out. What's a word for fast?
ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP. ASAP. PDQ.
I was going to go for a bigger words that way.
I know. Yeah. But
I
I mean, that just took it. Yeah.
That's
there's
too.
a
But
company around here that says garage doors PDQ. I'm like, oh, okay.
PDQ. That's a little weird. But yeah, no, My Pillows are discounted. You can use the code Wayne. All you have to do is go to mypillows.com. You're going to click on the radio special and then just use the code Wayne to get your pillow. And remember, the pillows are patented adjustable fill. They're machine washable, 10-year warranty, 60-day back guaranteed. The best news is they're made in the USA. These pillows do not come from China.
No.
And they actually guarantee that they're the most comfortable pillow you will ever own. And some people DM'd me last night and said, hey, what sizes do they have? And I'll tell you today, they're standard, queen, and king. You can get least firm, medium fill, more fill, or most firm. So those are the 4 choices that you have. I have the most firm, and it's great neck support, which means better sleep. And just audience, what does it mean for you to have better sleep? Are you most important? Do you want the better immune system because of better sleep, better clarity, less pain, more REM sleep, a fuller night's sleep, falling asleep faster? What is the most important? I just am curious. What is most important to you whenever you buy this pillow and want a better night's sleep? What are you looking forward to the most? Because mine was falling asleep quicker. I cannot fall asleep quick. And then after Wayne said that his daughter couldn't even remember falling asleep on this My Pillow, I was like, all right, I'm going to fluff this pillow. I put it in the oven. I put it in the dryer for like 5 minutes. I got it warm. I get it fluffy, throw it right on the bed. And I'm telling you, your daughter's right. I do not remember falling asleep. That is how good it was. So make sure you use that code word Wayne, mypillow.com, or call 800-889-0532. Just tell them Wayne Dupree sent you, and you'll be able to get the discounts.
Right. For guys out there, I'm telling you, I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy. I never thought when I first had my first apartment, go to the K. I could say Kmart because I ain't in business anymore.
I remember Kmart.
Yeah,
I could go to the Kmarts and I could get some stuff, whatever, for a couple of bucks here and there. And you're doing that every couple of 6 months, whatever, and it's not doing you right. You don't understand it. All of a sudden, you get this, and you're like, "Oh wow,
yeah." You don't exactly.
It's night and day. It's night.
They don't know what you have until you. Yeah.
I'm not irritated in the morning. I can literally wait for my coffee to be made. I'm okay. We can just get ready, get going.
JHS and PA said sleep of any kind with the My Pillow. So that's what they're looking for when they order their My Pillow. Sleep of any kind.
Real quick, and I know we talk about the pillows. And I even have one of the weighted blankets, and that thing keeps in heat, man. I'm telling you, it keeps in heat really good. But I will be remiss that I have to say that mattress topper is one of the best things that I've ever had.
It's sick. Yeah. It's beyond.
And it takes a lot to impress Wayne. So I mean, if he's saying that, it must be true.
That Matt Brian. Look, I was kind of like listening to Brian when Brian first talked about it. Yeah, okay, yeah, right. Man, I put that mattress top on there. Yeah.
The only reason why I asked for it is because my wife has been asking for a new mattress forever.
Okay.
And I said, well, what about a topper? That's cheaper. Then now she's been asking for a topper forever. Great. This opportunity showed up. What are we, 2.5, 3 weeks into it? She said just last night, oh, God bless my bed. Oh, my goodness. My topper, my bed. I looked over at her and said, For real, still? She said, "Oh boy, still." That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, we'll talk about it later in the show, but
Yeah.
mypillow.com/radio specials, buy one, get one free. When you click on that blue button, okay, that blue button right up there that says radio listener specials, or you can just call them 1-800-889-0532, and whatever you choose, just use the promo code Wayne. Okay. All right. Now,
All right,
with that, huh? Oh,
oh no, I was just saying, yep, you're right. Here we
okay.
go.
Now, we were talking about the Supreme Court thing. Is Alito from Philadelphia or Pennsylvania?
I don't know.
Justice Alito, is he from? Because
he picked this one up, didn't he?
he picked it up before the election.
Right.
He picked he picked up Pennsylvania before the election. I was like,
I think he's from Jersey. He's from Trenton, New Jersey.
Okay.
That's where he's born. He went to Yale.
Okay. Well, he has moved up the deadline for the Supreme Court briefing in the Pennsylvania case, bringing within the safe harbor window to intervene.
Yeah, they got to what? Respond by 9 a.m. tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, right. They got to respond. And he's doing that from the bench. He's doing that from the Supreme Court bench. I honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if I really had a great compass about where we were going with all this, I would tell you exactly what's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. Everything is cloudy to me. And usually I like to look ahead to see what is out there, but I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
You know what kind of compass it feels like? It feels like that compass where you're lost in the woods and you find a rusty old paper clip and you open it up and you try to like magnetize it and you find a little string and you and it just not giving you the answer you need.
It kind of reminds me of the
working.
Blair Witch. Did you ever see the movie The Blair Witch Project, where they're walking one way and all of a sudden they're back at the cabin and then they're sure going the right way this time and then they go back to the cabin. I just feel like we keep getting back to that cabin again, and north is west and west is east, but it still takes us right back to that cabin. So there's no good answer. Blair Witch Project, live and in living color.
Is there something going on right now this morning?
Yeah. The Wayne Dupree Show is live, noon, Monday through Thursday. And we have a special guest later on in the show, Marjorie Green, coming up. That's all you need to know.
Debate. I don't know about any debate. Is it in Georgia? It would have to be in Georgia, yes.
Well, that debate was last night, though.
Right. So that's what I'm...
Actually, both of them. Alice says Brian has lost some weight.
Okay. It's all smoke and mirrors, says Brian. Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. I'm actually not wearing a black shirt today, so maybe that, I don't know.
No, black shirts make you look like you lost weight.
I stepped on the scale. I'm down to 193. So down from 225 back in the day. So I'm doing better.
Julie said no here in Facebook. I don't know what debate. I think maybe she's saying there's a debate on our Facebook chat page. I don't know.
That's all good.
Yeah. If you are here, I mean, if I can see this morning because usually we have a whole lot more on Monday and it is down. I don't know what's going on. So if you are around, just make sure that you're sharing the show. Let me welcome our RT member. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Let me welcome my RT members, our Periscope, Cloud Hub, Parlor, YouTube, and all of our international viewers this morning. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we started the show with something that happened last night on my end, but Sidney Powell's 2 lawsuits that she was doing and I have to say it like that she was doing, not the Trump campaign, have been dismissed. But just came out this morning, the Secretary of State says that we have now counted legally casted ballots 3 times and results have remained the same. But President,
right, go ahead.
Yeah. No. Go.
I was going to say, man, you got to check those you can count ballots all day long. I just want to know if you count the legal ballots. And the legal ballots are those that are registered to vote and the signatures match the registered to vote and that they haven't voted twice, 3 times, 4 times. These perfectly mailed in ballots that are perfectly creased, unfolded, only Joe Biden's name, nobody down ticket. Those must be scrutinized. I'm just saying it's not. From what we're seeing, this is not happening.
Right. And remember, Sidney Powell's lawsuits might have gotten pushed out, but so did the PA lawsuits, and that's now going to the Supreme Court. So
Dow Jones is still up. I mean, it's down 100, but still up over 30 grand. Market's still doing great.
It will until we get an unbalanced Senate. The markets will be fine with a balanced Senate.
I don't know. I think
once we get
Biden, I think if you get Biden, I think that's going to take a hit.
Well, sure it is, but it's also going to take a bigger hit if the Senate is unbalanced. If we don't get those in and win in Georgia, you're going to see a terrible stock market. That's just how it is.
Well, over the weekend, President Trump was in Georgia. Okay, President Trump was in Georgia, and he met with the. We covered it here actually on Saturday night.
That's right. We did a show, didn't we?
Yeah. So he was campaigning for Purdue and Kelly Loeffler and their attempts to remain in the Senate. Kelly had a debate last night, as a matter of fact.
So did Purdue, but he didn't show up.
Yeah, but punk ass didn't show up.
He didn't. Yeah, I found that quite interesting.
Yeah, I did too.
Was it an official sanctioned debate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was televised, and they had some great points. Why Purdue didn't show up, I'd like to know.
Yeah, I mean,
that's sad.
You know, look, the thing is, you get up there, and there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people in Georgia waiting to see the president, and we all know the benefit of what we need to do to keep the Senate, so that the Democrats don't take it over. And President Trump really explored a lot of reasons why we need to keep the Senate.
I guess he said that he wouldn't pursue the debate because of a heated clash previously with Ossoff.
Yeah.
So that just seems childish to me. Show up.
Yeah, you got to get in the kitchen, man.
You got to.
A cake or something.
Yeah, I mean, you just show up. No matter if you get in an argument with somebody or not, you don't disagree with them. You don't lay down and just roll over and give it to them. I mean, you show up. You fight like a man, and you get it done.
That showed me something, though.
Yeah.
That showed me something that, I mean, Kelly Loeffler might not be the pick of the week, but her showing up to debate means a whole lot, rather than somebody that just decides that they aren't going to show up and just ride the coattails of President Trump, or just ride the coattails of, my people are going to vote for me anyway because I'm here.
Right. And it concerns me what he'll do in the Senate. Will he not show up then when we need him the most?
Yeah, no.
And you can't. You can just not show up and not have any votes.
Right.
I mean, Barack Obama
exactly.
Just don't even show up. Now you ain't got a record. They can't hammer you. The only thing they can say is, well, you didn't show up. Yeah, but I don't have a negative record. Yeah. No, you don't have none. That's how I'm running.
But I will say it was good to see him out there again. And the what was it? The aura was there.
Yeah.
The crowd was so out.
Energized.
Energized. The crowd was so energized. And I know it's cold. I know it's cold down there, but that's okay.
And be that fired up, that
Yeah.
late, that cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dedication, man.
And it can't be as cold as it is up here, right, Wayne? It's pretty cold where we are
It
too,
is
but
cold.
not as it is cold.
You know, I spent a couple hours cleaning my grill yesterday afternoon.
Oh, you're crazy. Did you
I know.
really?
Yeah, I
A
did.
couple hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the cold.
In the
You
cold.
did it in the It was too cold for me. I tried plugging in my Christmas lights and the one broke, and I thought, nope, not today. It's too cold.
It's
This is a COVID Christmas. I'm not even turning on the damn lights.
it's
I don't
32
care.
and it feels like 24 in Cincinnati. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
cold
with the wind factor. Yeah. Whew.
It's 35. It's 35 right
here.
now.
Man.
Is that what it is where you are, Wayne?
36. I'm sorry. 36.
All right. Well, then if you're I'm gonna jump in this party too. It is 31 here and feels like 23.
Oh, you got us beat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm up in the mountains.
It's the
Last day I'm
altitude.
in Alaska.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Above
See,
like 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
You kind of get into the thinner air, and it's
Oh
cold up
man, it is. You're right about that. It's cold.
the high today is supposed to be 39 and the low is supposed to be 28.
Yeah, our high is 30, 33.
there. Man, whatever happened to global warming?
Yeah, really. Ask Al.
Bunch of punk. Bunch of punks telling me
You're a
global
bunch of punks.
warming. Man, I want Florida every day.
They can't-
West side of Cincinnati.
They changed it to climate change.
Hey,
We
Don
need to
Myers.
change in the right direction.
Thanks so much, Don Myers. Says, Wayne, this is fantastic. You three look great. Love the show. First time watcher here. Keep up the good work. So
Thank you.
that's nice from Don. We like to hear that. Thanks,
Thank you
Don.
so much. Let's see. Okay. Now, one of the main topics that I really want to talk about today was California's under lockdown today.
Good. I'm happy we're talking about this.
California's under lockdown today, and not only they are under major, not California in total, but it's going there. I'll say it like that. It's going there. But
Yeah.
for Los Angeles, I think
Mayor Garcetti of Los Angeles County, the heart of the People's Republic of California. I mean, it's communism right there.
yeah, they're under major lockdown. I don't know. I don't know where I don't know where this is going. But I will say this: Democrats have a new play toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're batting it around like a dead mouse, and they're the
Hey,
cat.
yeah. And on
When you
and this-
think about it and you dial back and you look at in Cincinnati and Ohio, we fought back against it. Okay, 30 days as governor, 30 days you can do whatever you want. After 30 days, you're overstepping the constitutional rights of the American people in the state of Ohio. Our constitutional rights is from the federal government, and now you're going above and beyond. We're 9 months into this damn thing, and y'all still putting new lockdowns down? You're putting the lockdowns on because the first lockdowns didn't help? What
well, and the thing is, they're using the crutch of and remember, Newsom comes out, Lightfoot, they're all coming out and using this crutch of following the science. We're following the science. Really? Well, what science tells me that outdoor dining is not allowed? There's not been one scientific study done that proves that outdoor dining for bars and restaurants are dangerous. What science are they following? That's not science. They're following political science.
Okay,
but they're not.
Science.
Al Gore science, but they're not following the science because I'll tell you, Redfield and Fauci, you can catch them on any given day, and they will tell you that outdoor dining good as long as you're following the proper restrictions. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance. Outdoor dining good. Where does it say scientifically speaking? And I don't want scientifically speaking from the left-wing donor science, like the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Bill Gates. Scientific in the book, where does it say that outdoor dining is going to kill you? And just remember, a few months ago, they ran a commercial about Trump saying Trump's trying to hurt your kids by sending them back to school. Now, all of a sudden, Fauci and everybody's out there saying, send the kids back. Can we just admit what this is? These leaders don't know. They've never been trained in a pandemic, and they're just doing what they think is right because of a hunch, and it doesn't work, and they have to stop.
You tweeted out on Twitter, dial it back, flashback 1990, what would happen?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said if this was 1992 and we didn't have Amazon delivery, we didn't have internet, and we didn't have email, you know what all of our the business owners would have said? Get your butts back to work. Take some damn Robitussin and get your butts in here because we're gonna lose bad.
I remember
Somebody-
92. I remember that.
Yeah,
Cody,
Lost Sawyer told me that.
Cody on RT says climate change and global warming are the same thing. Yeah.
What about climate chaos? Where does that fit in?
What the reason why I say climate change is because the reason why I say climate change is because the Democrats changed it. It used to be called global warming, but when when things didn't warm up like they thought they were going to warm up, and the ice and the ice didn't melt and flood New York back in 2000 then they changed the climate change.
Right.
So they keep moving the goalposts on what it's called. Now I have arguments with my daughter because the school teaches her one thing and she tries to convert me, and I'm not being converted anywhere. But I mean, it's all in fun though. She'll wake up sooner or later. But have you seen Denise says, have you seen the forest, the death? Have you seen the forest, the death? I've seen the forest out in California. Thousands and thousands of acres were burned after a gender
reveal party.
Yeah.
Whoops daisy. And I lived out there. I lived through forest fires on and on, and
they have to clean the brush up. They have to clean the brush up.
Right. You got to take yourself out. When you're in Los Angeles in the ominous sky, in the fires, and it is Armageddon, it feels like Armageddon, and that's all you know because that's where you live, then you got a problem. But again, even Donald Trump railed against this when the left wants to come up. When we went out to go camping, signs everywhere. Do not pick up loose brush. Don't pick up the loose sticks. Don't pick up what's referred to as firewood. You got to leave it lay. What for?
Can I ask you a question? Fire. Wouldn't it be like having your dryer full of lint and then never changing the lint and then it catching on fire and burning down your house and then them come to you and say, well, that's because you voted for Trump. That's why your house caught on fire. No, it's because I never cleaned the lint out. Like you didn't clean the dry brush. Right. That's what causes fires. Lightning strikes and dry brush.
Gerard says fires in California. How many were set?
Some were, some weren't.
Some were.
Yeah.
Some were. I mean, there was one last year that was deemed arson.
There's arrests every year for people doing stupid stuff like this.
Yeah.
And when you go all the way back through history, Native American Indians, they knew that they had to maintain and groom the woods and burn backs that we used to do, that we knew we had to do to maintain.
Burn back. Yes. Burn back.
Maintain and groom the woods so that at least that stuff wasn't there. It's all there now. You're not allowed to touch nothing. Yeah. You got to leave it all of the firewood, lay all throughout the woods.
But again, that costs Newsom money. But what doesn't cost Newsom money is climate change. If he can get you to donate for climate change and he can get more people to sponsor that, you make more money. It's all about money. That's why churches have to close. Churches don't make money, but Walmart does in his community. So Walmart can stay open. Churches have to close. Get it? Everything.
Yeah.
I like the comment. I bet the lockdowns would stop if Americans stopped paying their taxes.
That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to get everybody in unison. You couldn't do it one at a time. You wind up like Willie Nelson or whatnot, man. I'm just saying, or Blade Runner. What's his face?
Do you think if they pay off everybody's college, that will get to the point where people will stop paying taxes because it would be our tax-paying money that pays off all those people that have college debt? What would get people to stop paying taxes?
I don't know. My dad,
that's what I'm saying.
It's almost impossible. They'll always pay their taxes. Yeah.
The threat of not going to jail.
Right. If you say there's like Trump took away Obama mandate, There's no penalty, so everybody stopped doing it.
Mhm.
If you take away the penalty of the IRS and they're strong, well, you also got to take away their army to come get you.
Yeah.
And no jail time,
Well,
mate.
Wayne had me watch this amazing movie that opened my eyes, and in there it says, technically speaking, you don't have to pay taxes.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And guess who said it? People who used to work at the IRS.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Right.
give Wesley Snipes a call? Give Wesley Snipes a call and see how that one works.
No.
He
That's-
was
That's different. Yeah, and
No. He went to the seminar that was preaching what y'all watched. And
no. He said that he put his tax stuff in somebody else's hands.
yeah.
But it wasn't because of what we watch. It was because he moved stuff so that he wouldn't have to pay. That's different from not paying at all. He
Well,
just
Willie
moved.
Nelson
Yeah, he
said
was
they should
manipulating
make money
stuff.
off
Yeah.
my artiste.
Huh?
Artiste abilities. Willie
Wayne,
Nelson
people,
said you shouldn't make money off me being creative. Sorry.
I'm
Willie.
just saying, I feel
Didn't work
really crappy when I know that my taxpayer money went for Trump's fake Russian hoax that they try to do on him. That's what makes me angry, and that's why I don't want to pay it.
Abortions overseas. I had no idea until Trump
What's the name of
stopped
the
it.
movie?
I know everybody keeps asking what the name of the movie is in the chat. Everybody keeps
Don't
asking.
watch it.
We've kept it a secret for 6 months, Wayne.
Don't-
We've
you're
kept
gonna
this a
get-
secret for 6.
You're gonna get triggered, people. Don't do it. Keep the block. Keep the siders on. Keep.
Wayne?
If I tell y'all what the movie is, will y'all promise to watch it tonight so that y'all can tell me what y'all think about it tomorrow?
Only if you watch it tonight. Y'all have to promise. You have to promise Wayne, or we're not going to say it.
I gotta see it in the comment section.
Yeah, I do too.
Because it's not just that; it's a lot.
Now we have mentioned it on censored, maybe.
It's all
But-
boy, oh boy.
I know. Brian.
Man.
Brian is
Ashley
like
said, "Yo, Brian is losing his mind."
Brian is like out of sight, out of mind.
I'm sitting
I'll
in the hot
I'll tell you,
seat
it
here. I'm
changed
just
my
gonna
views
enjoy
on a few
this.
things. Now, the first part of it didn't change my views much because I'm a believer in God. I always will be. It didn't change my mind too much. But the rest of it, oh man, am I angry at the Federal Reserves? I can't even talk about it any further than that.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
read the book, the monster from Jekyll Island. I mean,
And Wayne throws this
That's
movie
what
on
it's all
me at
about.
at midnight, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cozy up and watch this movie. And by 2 a.m., I was so amped up. I was like, get me to DC. Get me somewhere. I'm done with this. I want to talk to somebody. So you're gonna be revved up after you watch it because it's eye-opening.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the I'm going to let's see.
Every day we should give away a letter. Kind of like what Carly Simon did with You're So Vain. Nobody knew who the song was about, so she gave away a letter every day.
what was it about? I thought it was about her ex-boyfriend. No.
Well, she had a lot of ex-boyfriends. Which
You're
ex-boyfriend?
so
Which
vain.
ex-boyfriend, sweetheart? That's
And
what
hold
she said.
That was, and none of that was her fault at all.
I don't know what you
Question.
mean.
I'm asking for a friend. Is this a friend? I was just asking for a friend.
Oh, you're so vain.
You're so
You probably
vain.
think this show is about you, Brian, don't you?
You're so vain.
Walking into the podcast with one eye in the mirror.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the movie is. It's about hour and a half, 2 hours long. Okay.
Yep.
And once you watch it, it's almost like the My Pillows. It's almost like
Yes,
it's going to change
you're
everything
right.
that you
Yeah.
think about and how you think about it. That
Yeah,
I promise you. I promise you.
yeah.
I promise you. So okay, let me.
Doesn't start with a V. Starts with a Z.
Okay, it's
Oh,
called
there you put it
Zeitgeist.
out.
It's called Zeitgeist, the movie. All right,
Wow.
I'm gonna leave it up there so that you can see it, and you go and check it out, and it'll change you.
It is on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Like
You
the
can
first
pick it up
5
anywhere.
minutes, it's flashy, and they do like different pictures and stuff. If just get through all that, and like I said, the second and third parts are real. Interesting.
Yeah. So y'all can. I want to see your comments tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to see your comments. I really want to see your comments. But yeah. So, real quick, like we were just talking about, and actually, I'll tell you about it. The movie. I'll put the movie back up before
Okay.
we end the before anything. A store owner. The reason why we were talking about the lockdowns earlier and what's happening out there in California is a video has gone viral of a store owner. And I really felt bad for her because of what they were putting up across not even a stone's throw.
It was like the same parking lot.
In the same parking lot.
Right.
And you could
Tell me that this is dangerous. But right next to me is a slap in my face.
Upset, frustrated, and fed up, the owner of Pineapple Hill Saloon and Grill, Angela Marsden, couldn't believe what she saw next to her shut-down patio today.
Losing everything. Everything I own is being taken away from me. And they set up a movie company right next to my outdoor patio.
Because of recent LA County health orders, Marsden was forced to shut down her outdoor dining patio, which she says she spent close to $80,000 building and making COVID compliant. So she was furious to find the city would allow a video production company to put up the same outdoor dining setup for its crew.
You can't eat here, but you can walk in the same parking lot 15 feet and you can eat al fresco if you're on a movie set, because I guess COVID doesn't go over there, right?
Under the county's guidelines, video and music production is deemed essential. Many production crews also test employees frequently. But Marsden says this isn't about the entertainment industry. She feels restaurants are being unfairly targeted by county health orders.
I was in a massage room with a masseuse, and that's allowed to be open. And then I come here and they're allowed to eat in the same setup that I have, and I'm closed.
And the Pineapple Hill Saloon and Grill, which has been a Sherman Oaks staple for more than 40 years, is on the brink of shutting down for good.
If I'm not open by February, I will no longer be here. My restaurant cannot open for to-go. What little money we have, I have to try to hold on to for the hopes that we'll get to go to outdoor dining again, which is why I'm fighting so hard.
Tonight, Marsden, along with several industry friends, made signs for a protest they plan to hold tomorrow. She's hoping county leaders will hear the devastation so many restaurants are now facing.
We need your help. We need somebody to do something about this.
And the fight to reopen dining has gone to court. Now, the judge has not ruled in favor to reopen restaurant dining, but has asked county leaders to prove why exactly restaurants may be at high risk of transmitting COVID-19. Reporting in Sherman Oaks, Leslie Marin, KCAL 9 News.
It's not just happening there. It's happening in Atlanta. They're filming the new Spider-Man movie or something like that.
yes.
They're spending only $30,000 to use the schools because the children aren't in the school.
And the schools are closed, but yet they're allowed in, who can transfer this virus through adults better than they can children, and the schools are closed. Here's the problem. Movies equal Hollywood. And that's what this is about. It's about the Hollywood elite, again, getting more testing than we are. They're still getting their pay checks. They don't want to be shut down anymore. I would love to do a Hollywood picture challenge where everyone from Hollywood, these crazy liberals, take a picture of what's in their bank account. They don't got to share their bank account numbers, but what is in their bank account right now, and then put it up against the restaurant owners and what's in their bank account. I would love to see that. That's why Hollywood, that's why Alyssa Milano is sitting on their butts telling you, stay safe, wear a mask, stay home, because they've got billions of dollars. They've got millions of dollars sitting in their account. And when they want to test, they can get one. When they want treatment, their doctors come to their homes. They don't care.
Darcy is saying here in Pennsylvania is shutting down again.
Yeah, I'm
Is that
here.
right?
It's been shut down. I think it's less than 10 people in anywhere. 10 o'clock bars are closing early.
It's a play toy. It's a play toy.
And there's
Brian,
no rhyme or reason for it.
Yeah, let us get the maybe a professional opinion. Our good friend Marjorie Taylor Greene, MT Green, GREENE, on the Twitters. We've been following each other for a while. I'm not sure if you know that or not. I'm not stalking. We're just like friends and stuff, right? Congresswoman-elect for Georgia's 14th. Thoughts, ideas? You've been listening to us a little bit as we've been kind of going over some of these things. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and thank you for having me on. I'm appalled, just as everyone else is, at what we're seeing, where our government is actually shutting down private businesses. They're using people's fear of a pandemic, a virus that is mostly killing people, unfortunately, over the age of 65 years old. And I know it goes without saying, all of you agree, no one wants anyone to die from this virus. But when we have come to a point here in the United States of America where we are seeing our government move into a tyrannical position where it's actually shutting down businesses like this poor woman that you showed her video, where her patio dining that she spent $80,000 on has been shut down, but yet a movie company can film next door to her. We're at a crossroads. We're at a problem. They not only are shutting down private businesses, they also have shut down children's schools, delaying learning, delaying much needed services for say kids that need speech therapy or children with autism. They've canceled sports, not only college sports, high school sports, kids sports all over, activities, and they're telling us how to behave and controlling us with mask mandates and talking about mandated vaccines. But I think what we're seeing is too much government, and that's what we call socialism. Maybe you call it communism, and I am extremely opposed to it. This is not what any American signed up for, and it must be stopped.
Now, your seat that you ran for in the 14th district, what's going on there? Did you win it? And I apologize for not knowing the ins and outs of this, but kind of give us a heads up of where you're at and what's going on.
Absolutely. I won my race with 75% of the vote.
Wow.
Yeah, we have
That's a knockout.
Oh, listen, if you want to come to a part of the country where people love freedom and love America, come to my district, Northwest Georgia, Georgia's 14th district. You'll see more American flags and Trump flags than you'll see anywhere else in the country. We love God. We love our country. We love our veterans, our police. We are so thankful for our Second Amendment rights, the right to own guns, as many as we want, and we don't want any gun control. We are strongly pro-life, and we believe America is worth fighting for. And I have a district that fully supports me in all of that. So yes, it's a great little piece of heaven right there in Georgia.
Let me jump in, because you said that you won in Georgia. What do you think about how you could win with such a large margin in Georgia, but President Trump could lose in Georgia? I mean that it doesn't equal out, right?
Well, here, we'll look at it like this. Number one, I'll tell you right now, I've born, raised, lived in Georgia my entire life. I've been a business owner for over 2 decades in Georgia. And I'll tell you straight up, Joe Biden did not win the state of Georgia. We elected President Trump. We have many problems with this election. And I'm happy to be a voice on behalf of all Trump supporting Republicans that are screaming foul at this election. Biden did not win. This election has been stolen. Now, the difference in my race and President Trump's race is I ran for Congress in a district, a strong Republican district that's 12 counties. Everyone in the state of Georgia had to elect President Trump. We have it's a statewide race, which also includes many counties and different election boards. And you've seen videos, you've heard testimony, and you've heard story after story about all the things that went wrong in Georgia. We also have a Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, who took it upon himself to do Stacey Abrams' job for her by sending out a form to every single registered voter in the state of Georgia and asking them if they would like an absentee ballot, which was completely unnecessary when we were an open state. We have been open this entire time, and we're able to go to the grocery store and check out. We're able to go to Walmart. We're able to go to Lowe's. We're able to do all these things, stand in line in person, and we should have been able to just stand in line to vote like normal. And absentee ballots should have only gone to military and certain people that simply cannot go and vote. But yeah, Brad Raffensperger, a so-called Republican who supposedly supports Trump, helped Stacey Abrams and the Democrats out big time by making sure everyone could vote. And that's wrong. And so we had dead people voting. We had people that moved away voting. We had people voting that shouldn't have been voting. And now you're seeing people upset all over Georgia.
Speaking about voting, I'm a little concerned. I know you're in Georgia. I'm seeing a lot of chatter on Twitter. People saying they don't want to vote for Kelly or Perdue because they're worried about the machines. And I'm concerned with that because if you don't vote in Georgia for this Senate, then you automatically lose, and you cannot have a Democrat-controlled Senate and House. I mean, it's going to be a total, complete takeover. What are you hearing, or what are you doing to ensure these people's minds that they have to vote no matter what?
Absolutely. And I agree with you 100%. That is something I have been screaming since the day I first heard a few people saying this. And there's some pretty big, loud voices to stay home and not vote in these very important Senate runoff races is simply handing over our Georgia Senate seats to radical socialist Democrats, John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. And by doing so, we are literally handing over America to the Democrat socialists. And I refuse to accept that. Yes, we are upset and we are furious about what's happened to our president's election in Georgia, but we will not stay home. I've been messaging this on my social media. I have been messaging this in ads that are being played nationwide right now. I'm on the ground almost daily campaigning, working hard for our senators to encourage everyone to vote. And my message is loud and clear. We can deal with our Secretary of State and others in this after January because they come up for re-election in 2022. But right now it's all hands on deck, and we've got to fight to save the Senate while we are working hard to make sure that President Trump is our president for the next 4 years.
Are y'all pushing paper ballots for this? Is there any way that can be done before the January runoff election, that everything can be for the benchmark to be those paper ballots? Or is it going to be the same machines and stuff again, like Leah was talking about?
Well, unfortunately, our governor has not made any changes. He hasn't called a special session. Legislators have not come together to make those very important changes that should be made to instill confidence for all of our voters here in Georgia in this upcoming Senate runoff races. And those are the questions that people keep asking Governor Kemp and keep asking our state legislators, our lawmakers. They're the ones that make the law that can make changes to our Georgia elections, such as what you're speaking about. I've asked over and over. Our entire Georgia Republican congressional delegation has sent letters asking for a special session. We're screaming from the rooftops, but Governor Kemp has said there will not be a special session and there will be no changes made before January 5th. And I find that very disappointing.
It's one of those Republicans that we keep railing against. However, it's long and hard fought battle. We see them across the board.
I never liked him anyway.
We see them across the board. We see the rhinos. We see the ones that cozying up to the left. We see all this stuff, and it's frustrating. And I just want to let everybody out there know, if you start to look into Ossoff and Warnock. If you look into either one of those, you would be as shocked as I am, as if they could actually even run for an elected position. I mean, they make AOC and 3 look like, kindergarten kids. Yeah, this is hardcore communism that is being literally being elected into our government, and people complain. They say, why are we so divided? We're so divided because for the first time in lifetimes, we have two parties. One that is completely communist, and the other one that wants America to be great.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It should be a no-brainer, but for some reason, there's a lot of people that are confused here in America. They seem to think that just sitting at home and receiving a check is going to be the way to go from here on out, and that money is going to get magically printed. I've owned a business for over 2 decades, and I'll tell you something for sure: money does not get magically printed, and paying taxes, hard-earned money, and then you pay it in taxes is a hard thing to do. But buying into socialism and communism, like you're talking about, where like AOC says with her brand new, really cute sweatshirt that says "Tax the Rich,"
which is $58.
$58. She doesn't really get it, does she? You can buy one of my shirts for $25, and I believe in capitalism and freedom all the way. So there's a clear difference right there. But yeah, we have a problem, and here's something that's been bothering me, and this is the first time I've had a chance to really talk about it. In the Republican Party, you hear people that aren't fighting for President Trump. These are elected Republican leaders. They're not fighting for President Trump, and they think, and I've heard this with my own ears, they think that, if Biden becomes president, that's really not going to be a bad thing, because that means that Republicans are going to show up in big numbers and vote in 2022 for Republicans. And here's my message: I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you right now, people don't fight for President Trump. Those that did not come out swinging, and those that did not support the president in this difficult time, your base and your voters are going to stay home in 2022. And it's going to be just like 2018, because the first 2 years under President Trump, the Republicans in Congress did not support the president's agenda, which was the people's agenda. And in 2018, that's why we lost all those seats in the House. And so for those who are walking around, like parading around like peacocks, saying that a Joe Biden presidency will help Republicans in 2022, you are dead wrong. And you're nothing but a bunch of Lincoln Project Republicans and the big problem in the party.
No,
well, I've said time and time again on this show that a lot of people cross party lines and voted Republican because of President Trump. It wasn't anything that the GOP had to do with. So if President Trump was to leave, or when he leaves, I felt for a long time that the GOP hasn't learned anything. They haven't learned anything. They've just rode the coattails. And if if they don't find a way to use some of the things that President Trump has done to cross lines for votes or to expand the party, the GOP's in trouble anyway, no matter who they put up there.
Yeah, that's right. Here's something that just makes me sick. There's all these Republicans that supposedly stayed home and just couldn't bring themselves to check the box for Donald J. Trump this time around, because they're so offended by his Twitter and the things he might tweet and say and the tone of his voice. Well, how offended are they going to be when China is running over us and we've passed the Green New Deal and given up our oil production and coal production, but yet Russia and China and the rest of the world is producing tons of oil and coal and running us into the ground? And how offended are they going to be when abortion up until birth is legal and our taxpayer dollars are paying for that? And how offended are they going to be when they take away our right to bear arms and reduce our Second Amendment down into nothing but tasteless water? That's my question to those Republicans, while they're feeling so self-righteous and good about themselves because they could not bring themselves to vote for President Trump, who offends their ears with his tone and his words. And that just makes me sick. It's so weak. Right. Our freedoms, they came with a price, and it was a price of blood. And people that do not appreciate them and can't stand to, or cannot stand for the flag and can't stand
Okay.
Might be having some technical difficulties there. But just to follow up what she said, yes, I think that we weigh too heavy on people's words and not enough on their actions.
Oh, there
There
we
she
are.
is.
Oh, this you.
I was just following up with what you said. I think we weigh too heavy on people's words and not enough on actions.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden even said, I'm fine with catch and release. Well, that action of catch and release,
Man.
very dangerous. And that's what's going to come back. They want to build, rip down the wall that has securing us. So these are all things that we need to worry about. One thing I wanted to ask you, there's some people in the chat room in Georgia today. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is today the last day to register to vote for the Georgia Senate runoff?
Yes, December 7th is the last day to register to vote. And if you aren't registered, register, please. Save America by saving the Senate. Please register to vote.
Today's the last day.
All right, awesome. And so where can folks follow you at on social media?
Social media, you can follow me on Twitter at MTGreenE. That has 2 E's on the end. You can also follow me on Facebook, Marjorie Taylor Greene for Congress. You can find me on Parler, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm on Parler. I got a lot of people follow me on Parler. I think that's where all the good conservative Americans that have been booted.
I'm over there.
Yeah.
I'm over there too. Yeah.
Good. By the way, we're going to be holding them accountable. I'm really furious that people like Alex Jones, Laura Loomer, Milo, all these people, many people have been kicked off of social media, all in the name of, what do you call that? I don't even know.
Politically correct.
Being politically correct, and they're offended at conservative opinions and speech. But yet at the same time on Twitter, you can find full-fledged porn, but somehow that's not offensive. And terrorists also have Twitter pages. So yeah, I'm on Parler as well.
You know what? The thing you brought up, Milo. The thing about Milo that is different from everybody else is that he got kicked off because of what people on his timeline were saying.
Right, his followers were making fun of actresses that were
and he got
nobodies.
He got kicked off because of what they were saying, not because of what he said. What they said. And now with everybody else, they went the extra mile and they did what they had to do. And we do too. We just know how to do it the right way. And that's why we're still on Twitter. But I mean, and now the only way that they can get us is that they suppress us. But you ain't kicking us off because and you're not kicking us off because we're not doing anything to hurt your little feelings.
You're just speaking the truth, and it's a dangerous game. Here's something that a lot of people don't know. Laura Loomer, I supported her as she was running for Congress, and I think she's wonderful. And Laura Loomer is a perfect example of what can happen to us if Democrats get full control, and it'll be just like Chinese style communism. People don't understand. Laura Loomer has been completely banned on social media. She's also banned on Google. She cannot have a website where she can raise money on a website. She's not allowed to. Uber has banned Laura Loomer. She can't use an Uber. She can't use Uber Eats. Chase Visa has banned Laura Loomer. PayPal has banned Laura Loomer. Now, you consider having those types of freedoms taken away from you. These are businesses. These are private businesses that have banned her because of her political speech and because of her views that she boldly stated. She's against radical Islam, and I am too. And so there's nothing wrong with saying she's against radical Islam. And she said that, and she went forward with it, and they've banned her on all these platforms. Now, take that a little further and imagine Democrats get full control of the White House, Congress, the Senate, and let's say they really don't like our speech and they'd like to end it. Well, they can not only end your speech on social media, but they can also end other parts of your life as well, just like they've done to Laura Loomer. And that's an example that is not talked about enough. And so I'm going to be fighting hard against that. You can count on me to be leading the way to defend our freedoms, our freedom of speech, and freedom in general, because honestly, that's what's on the line here. And the Democrats, They don't want you to have freedom. They truly don't, because your freedom doesn't fit their political goals, and their political goals are socialism. And for some of them, their political goals are communism.
Well, we are so glad to have a voice like you up there in Congress. Thank you so much, Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTGREENEE on Twitter, pretty active. Absolutely a must follow. Thank you so much. And please don't let this be the last time you come on.
Okay, I'll do it
again. Your number now.
Yes, thank you. You three are great. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you.
And the comments have just been going and going and going. So we thank everybody for their comments, and make sure that you follow Marjorie on social media, and also support her while she goes up to the swamp.
Yeah,
God bless.
Place.
Yeah.
Pretty swampy.
Yes, very swampy. Well, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good work. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to roll out of here. We have been suppressed today in a huge way. Mondays are usually kick tail for us, but we aren't.
Yeah, I had about 7 people messaging me saying that they did not get their alert that you were live, and they thought that we were on vacation or something today. 7 different people. And I said, no, we're here. So the alerts must have not have went out thanks to suppression.
I want to thank the couple of individuals that punched their ticket for Block Island.
Yeah, good job, guys. You were on the island.
We sent them on a vacation, and we won't be seeing them anymore. But I mean, we hope that they take their parting gifts in the love that we gave them.
Also on that island, I think the ghost of Epstein showed up this weekend.
Don't get sun poisoning.
But we want to thank everybody for tuning in. I was going to do something today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. We want to see what happens with everything tomorrow, because Christmas is coming up, and I wanted to help people out. But if there isn't a large amount of people here for that,
yeah, we have to be certain.
Yeah.
Right. We have to have a threshold of so many people in order to do these giveaways. So we must hit that in order to do them. But remember, the show is being sponsored now by MyPillow. All you have to do is go to mypillow.com. Click on the radio, mypillow.com.
What is it?
Radio specials.
Okay.
MyPillow. And you can use code word Wayne. I can tell you that the towel sets are buy one, get one free. So you can get one for yourself and give it as a gift. That's one less gift that you have to get somebody. Talk about an easy gift. They're soft to touch without that lotiony feel that you would get on your skin. They're highly absorbent towels. 60-day money-back guarantee, even with these towels. They're 6-piece sets. You get 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and also 2 washcloths. The bath towels are huge. They're like 30 by 56, I think. And then, yeah, they're huge. And people were asking what color they come in. It's white, mineral gray, ocean blue, rural purple, emerald plum. They're buy one, get one free. I can tell you it's good for the whole family. When I get out of the hot tub, that's the first thing I use is that towel. They actually keep the heat, but they dry you off. And I that's probably my favorite product so far are the towel sets, especially because they're buy one, get one free. So you can get them for family members. And like I said, everybody's kind of sick and tired of getting the coffee cups for Christmas that are made in China, or the sweaters that are made in China. Nobody wants that anymore. This is all made in the United States. And it's a gift you're going to be able to use every day, whether it's the pillow, the towels, the sheets. The person that you get it for is going to think of you every day now, because they're going to use it daily. And out of all the years that I can think of, this year the most, we need to pamper ourselves, because we've been through hell, haven't we? So pamper yourselves, get yourself a pillow, get yourself a towel, make yourself feel good.
Sometimes we're not able to get all the trolls. Some of them do get by. But if you help us out, keep on shouting their name, we'll find them.
Yeah, just shout their name and we'll find them for you.
Yeah.
And we'll send them to the island.
Yeah. And someone just made a punk ass statement about my co-host. So I just had to do something about it. Yeah. I'm not gonna have that.
I pray for your hate and anger to go away. That's all.
You know, my dad, God rest his
Guys,
soul.
get some peace.
My dad always used to tell me, the more they hate you, the better you're doing. And remember, they're not getting paid to make the comments. So they're just really, I mean, they're losers. To have to sit. Well, if you have to take time out of your day to make someone else feel bad because they're being successful, that's pathetic.
Right.
I mean, that really is. I feel sorry for people that their lives are that bad, they're that miserable, that they have to make other people miserable because of how bad they are. I mean, I truly feel bad for them. They need help. So there you go.
Hypnotic trance. You know,
Yeah,
like hypnotized, like they hypnotized the guy to put his shoes on the opposite feet. And he asked, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I'm putting my shoes on, but they're on wrong. Isn't it uncomfortable?" And, no, it's not. And he says it's not uncomfortable because he's in a hypnotic trance, yet he's still feeling the pain, yet he doesn't recognize it. Same way with you trolls. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just understand. You've been
you make them
traumatized by the left so much so that you want to put that back out on other people. There's good peoples here. Come on.
Right.
And we got cops out there. We got community cops. Thank you for alerting me on our mobile app, and I just took care of that person on YouTube.
Oh, like COP, Citizens on Patrol.
Citizens on Patrol. Now I'm gonna put that movie up here. I'm not gonna say it because somebody said that when I did say it, that it kicked them off or kicked them off or something like that on Facebook. So I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna put it.
We're just gonna put it right there. You see it? That's the movie.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just check it out tonight. Check it out tonight, and we're kind of talk about it. We're gonna give the name tomorrow, but I just want to see what your comments are.
Yeah, I want to see what your opinions.
But it is true. Members of the IRS who used to work with the IRS said you really don't have to.
Okay, now I just want to let everybody know that I'm not disagreeing with Wayne or Leah, or I'm not disagreeing with the movie. I'm just disagreeing with the actions of actually following through with it. That's all I'm saying. You can set up a corporation in your own name legally, and you can work through all the deductions that any corporation can through your own legal name. So you skip taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's another way to do it. There's another way to skip.
That's true too. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But wait till you don't see where the money comes from.
Yeah, wait till you see. Wait till you see. It's quite interesting.
Hey, how much gold is in Fort Knox?
Yeah. Or is it?
Oh,
Or
no,
is it?
no,
Yeah.
And
what did George W. Bush really know?
Oh, damn it. What is Dad telling?
And you know what? Can I just bring up one last thing? When Bill Clinton and George Bush and Obama tell me that they're going to get a vaccine on live TV and then I should go out and get one, that reminds me as if they're talking to us. They think we're stupid. They think we're 2-year-olds. And I'm talking Democrats and I'm talking Republicans and I'm talking all y'all out there in America. These 3 presidents think that we're stupid. Like we're 2. And they say, oh, look, you see, we got vaccine. No, you go get one. You be okay. It's like them coming out and saying, little Billy Clinton, he eats his Brussels sprouts. So you should too. See, watch him put one in his mouth. Now you eat one for big vitamin C. Okay, America? I'm sick of it. I don't even want to see them get a pair of shoes or a haircut on TV.
What they're shooting them up with, that's what I want. I want the same vial, the same thing that's in there. Don't give me the vaccine that they say I'm supposed to have.
You know what? Maybe they'll shoot him up with the Flint water. The Flint water that's still bad that Obama took a sip of and said was fine. Give him the Flint water. See if they'll do that.
Oh, no.
Get him out of here.
Three
Stooges. That's what they are. I don't want to see Larry Moe and Curly get no vaccine on TV. I don't care.
Biden said that he's willing to take it now.
Biden also grabbed his dog by the tail and fell out of the shower naked. I don't want to hear anything about
you know
him
what?
either.
I gotta say this. I have to say it, and I really haven't said it on social media because I was gonna say it and I forgot. What the hell is he doing playing with a dog in the shower anyway?
Naked.
You don't want to know the
nasty
answer.
Old man.
You don't want to know the answer to that
Come
question.
on.
Nasty old man. And nobody's saying nothing about it. It's like, wait a minute, dude. You playing with you naked. From all the reports we're getting, you were in the shower and nobody showers with the clothes on. So you had to be, birthday suit, and you broke your ankle running after a dog.
Pulling the dog's tail. You're naked pulling a dog's tail. You're naked pulling a dog's tail, and you broke your ankle because you were putting too much force on it.
Come here. Come here, Clementine. Come here, Clementine.
Did he have the?
And put the lotion on the skin.
Did he have the knee-high boots on?
Now he does.
Who?
He broke his ankle.
Dog?
No, Biden in the shower, he wears knee-high boots.
I don't know. He loves how people touch his legs.
Oh my God! All I can say is it gives new meaning to the nursery rhyme.
He loves how people touch his legs because of the hair. The hairs on his leg. So
She's going back to Andrew Dice Clay days.
I thought that was a nursery rhyme. Give a dog a bone.
I know Andrew Dice Clay did nursery crimes.
This old man.
Nursery crimes back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard Andrew Dice Clay's nursery?
No, she hasn't because she's not even laughing. I know.
I have no idea. What year would that have been?
Back in the 90s.
Oh, no, I haven't.
That's when you could offend out of everybody and get away with it.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made it today.
Can you believe that 25 years ago you could offend the hell out of everybody and get away?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was so fun. Wasn't it fun?
Oh my God. And I mean, honestly, I probably could play it on here, but I can't because they would cut me off. They would cut me off. But
we'll do it on Censored Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I want to see it. I've never seen it.
There we go.
All right.
All right. Last thoughts.
Freedom of speech should always be free forever. I don't care where you are, government, people, whatever. It should be shutting nobody down, no how. However, we're not going to get lured because we're not going to go that way because we can do more good by following the rules that they put in play. We got to elect the right people.
I understood what Marjorie was saying about all of those names that she said, but all of those names that she said decided that they wanted to poke the beast. And
they poked it.
Yeah, good. And you can't make a difference if you ain't on the playing field. You have got. I mean, look, until we make our own, you play by the rules of the field.
We got no lawyers. We got no politicians. We ain't got nobody backing us up.
Section 230 knocks it. Right. Until that gets fixed,
right?
We don't have a fighter's chance in hell. And the crazy thing is, where's Congress? Where's Congress on Section 230? They passed it. Unpass it. That's it. Unpass it. But you never really hear of these people stopping 230. They just want to bring all the heads up for all these conference just for a big old shun to do.
Going through the motions.
And then you don't hear anything else about it.
Right. They want to go through the motions, but they don't want to have action.
Right. Just vote it. You don't have to have Zuckerberg and Jack and the Google person up there to get rid of 230. Pass a vote, get rid of 230, and it's done. It's gone. And I bet you the next day things are going to be changed on these social media programs. You don't have to have them up there for questions because all they do is get up there and especially now
look like this, like they just had mescaline.
They read their responses and stuff, and we'll check it out and we'll get back to you.
Right. Wayne, you could tell they thought it was a laughing stock. I mean, Jack looked like he just rolled out of bed. Zuckerberg, no, I don't know anything about it. Lies through his teeth. No enthusiasm. Didn't seem like he cared. They thought it was a joke, that hearing.
And the Google guy. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
My last thought is, did Kamala give up her Senate seat yet?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Just curious. I'm gonna ask that every day. So
All right. We'll
Okay.
keep looking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, you need to go to My Pillow. My Pillow. Let me get this up here real quick. They're waiting for you, actually. I promise you, they're waiting for you.
yes.
No, for real. They're waiting for you. When you call, they're going to greet you. They're waiting for you. Mark my words.
Get the towels. They're fluffy, soft. You know.